Hey guys, and welcome back. My name's NG Paradox, and we're here with Swansea City, and we're coming close to the end of the season. We've only got 3 games left in the Premier League, and that's all we have to play for right now. I know. Europa League. Damn that Europa League. I mean, I did say I wanted to get to the second round of knockouts, because, you know, that seems like something we could possibly do. But because we beat Roma, you know, that was I think that was the highlight of the Europa League, was beating Roma with that heroic goal by Nathan Dyer. That was an incredible time. But then we got drawn against Cone. I guess I feel disappointed because I felt that was a winnable game, and it just completely fell apart in the second match. So I'm kind of disappointed in the Europa League, but, you know, we did beat Roma, and we did get to the place people probably expected us to get, so we didn't do great, but we also didn't do bad in the Europa League, so I guess I can't really complain. You know, we have been doing amazing in the Premier League in 2 seasons, so I guess I can't complain. You know, both seasons with Swansea in the Premier League have been ridiculously good, and we've kept that form up in the second season. I don't think I can complain. But with 3 games left remaining, we're in a tight spot. We want to go back to the Europa League after that disappointment against Cone. I want to go back and try and do better next time. But as you can see, things are a little up in the air. We're currently in 6th, which does mean we would get that Europa League position. Now, 7th would also go, depending on the winner of the FA Cup. Man United won the League Cup, but who won the FA Cup? It's going to be either Chelsea or Brighton. Brighton are in the Championship, so I really hope they don't win, because then they get to go to Europa League, which would be horrible. But if Chelsea win, well, Chelsea's a good team, but Chelsea are currently sat in 8th. They've got a game in hand, and if they win that, they'll be 1 point behind me and Stoke. So that means 7th place would miss out. So that's something to take into account. It looks as though West Ham won't catch us, though, so we definitely will be at least 8th. Now, for me, that's a big success, I think. I would take that as a massive success if we could be in the top 8. But we have to be in the top 6, probably, unless Chelsea beat Stoke. Yeah. So it's definitely... We basically have to beat Stoke. In the next 3 games, we have to get more points than Stoke do, because we're on the same points, all the same. I don't know, guys. It's going to be a tough one. We've got tough games. For our last 3 games, we've got Man United, which is today. Going to be hopefully a good game. We've never beaten or drawn with Man United. We've got Aston Villa and Liverpool. So tough games, apart from the Aston Villa one, who are in last. But let's go over the last games. We played quite a few games since Cone, because the Europa League kind of messed up my schedule. So I didn't want to have too many videos till we get to the end of the season, especially of that disappointment. No trophies, no trophies. The tournaments we've not done as well as I hoped, you know. I really hope we could make a better go at these tournaments. But, you know, Europa League, I shouldn't be sad. We did well. We just didn't overachieve. That's how I guess I should say it. What did people expect of us, actually? What was it? First knockout round was what was expected. So we did better than expected, so that's good to know. But after that, things started to fall apart. As you could see in the Premier League, we were doing so well in the Premier League, and then things started to fall apart. Maybe our players were upset about the Europa League. We came up against Watford. You know, we did a lot of kind of easier games in that month, and we came up against Watford, and we lost 1-0. There was nothing we could do. Nothing seemed to go our way in this match, and they just dominated us and won 1-0 by a Troy Deeney goal. Not good at all. After that, we came up against Crystal Palace, and again, we lost 1-0 on TV again. A 91st minute goal as well. 91st minute goal. And I'll remind you guys as well, we've had a lot of problems with injuries over the last month. Left backs, right backs, constantly getting injured. Or they get red cards and get suspended. It's been so frustrating. And not just there, we've had injuries in other parts of the field as well, like Dembele's injured right now, if I remember correctly, and stuff. So we've had a lot of injuries the last month, which could be affecting it, but I don't know. But that was a frustrating loss to have. I would have been okay with a draw there. After that, I played against Fulham, and we drew 1-1. You know, the new boys to the Premier League. Dembele did score, but then Fulham just came back after that goal and just started pummeling us. And they scored in the 89th minute. You know, they probably deserved it, but the fact that we were so close to winning that game, and especially after the last 2 losses, just made it more frustrating. So yeah, not happy at all. So you could tell at that point I was kind of upset. I was thinking, oh my god, have we just wasted our Premier League run so far? Are we going to miss out on the Premier League? And then we came up against Stoke. And as you could see, Stoke were not far, on the same points as us. This was a massive game. They were right behind us. And so we really had to beat them here. And we lost again, this time 3-2. So if we go over what happened, you can see overall it was a pretty even game. Actually, both teams played very well. They scored the first goal. Then they scored a second goal. So Sadio Barrinho scored 2 goals. Then Jordan Ayew scored a great and awesome goal. Then Shaqiri scored, making it 3-1. Wilfred Bonney got one back. We just couldn't find a last-minute equaliser. And that allowed Stoke to draw with us. So if we'd have won that game, we'd probably be safe. But losing that game has now put it all up in the air. Then we came up against West Ham. And we finally won. I was so happy about this. Wilfred Bonney scored. Sung Young scored a 92nd minute goal. But overall, I think we slightly just edged it. You can see Bonney's playing because Dembele's injured at the moment. But yeah, that was a horrible, horrible month of games, basically. But we're now back. And we've got a big game today. We have to get points against Man United or Liverpool. Or hope that Stoke could just play badly. I mean, what is their schedule? West Ham asks, okay, they've actually got a very similar one to us. So actually, it could go bad for them as well. Man United, though, we've never got any points against them over the last 2 seasons. Mourinho is still the manager. He's already won the Premier League, so maybe we're playing them at the right time. David De Gea is the key player, of course. I feel like maybe the reason Man United does so well in FM18, I've had a lot of people say that, is because of David De Gea. I think the game has his stats ridiculously high. Now, whether I'm sure many of you agree with his stats. You think he is probably the best goalkeeper in the world, possibly, or one of the best. But his stats are ridiculously good. And I think that's why Man U do very well in this FM. Let's have a quick look at what they bought in this year. 72 million. So their big signing was Felix from SLB, Porto. SLB. So Felix, attacking midfielder, 19 years. They paid 72 million potentially for a 19-year-old. That is crazy, but he does look good. You have to say. He doesn't look too bad. Has he played much? He has played quite a lot this season, actually. 52 million to begin with, which wouldn't be too bad, but the fact it's going to go up to 72 possibly, that is crazy. But he does look good. Arjen Robben has gone to Man United. Finally, there was a lot of talk about that ages ago, I remember, for many years, about him possibly doing it. 35, he can still play very well. 110 per week. He only played 3 games. He only played 3 games, though, which I guess is kind of sad. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game for us. Hopefully we can just... Getting a draw, I'd be happy with. Due to the fact that we can see Stoke have some tough games as well. We just need to beat Stoke. That's it, guys. That is all we're concentrating on. Beating Stoke, getting back to the Europa League, and having a second try at it. Now, for today's match, we are playing at Old Trafford, so we're going to play defensive. Get stuck in and be more disciplined. We want people to be tight. We know we find it difficult against Man United, so we're going to try and be very defensive against them. Obviously, because Dembele has not come back from his injury. Carl Norton's injured. Diop is 4 weeks to 2 months back, so he's not going to be back by the end of the season. What a waste of talent. What a waste of... And money. We spent 11 million. But yeah, so this season has been a season of highs. You know, we signed Dembele, and he's been great. He scored many goals this season. Goodmanson's been good. Wilshere, Kabaye. We brought in some really good players, but then it's been with lows with the whole Diop thing, the cups, Cone. It's been an interesting season. But like I say, I can't complain. You know, if Swansea were in 6th in real life, I would be going crazy. You know, I don't think we can complain. We've done very well, I have to say. But other than that, things are mostly what you expect. Olsen's back. He's played a couple of games since he's been back. Lowton's up here. Yeah, it's mostly what you guys would expect. So let's jump right in and see if we can grab some points from the winners of the Premier League this season. They also won last season, so there you go. Felix is going to be playing today. Borja, Rashford. Okay, Arthur's playing. They brought in some very good young players, actually. Darmian, Jones, Matic, Rodriguez. Going to be a tough one. Passionate. We owe Man United for what happened every single game we've played them, and that's got them hyped. Let's go. I'm not going to comment. It's been a struggle the end of the season, but we just need to believe in ourselves and just make sure we dig in deep and we can get that Europa League. Luckily, we've done so well the rest of the season. That kind of bad month hasn't had too big an effect, and teams like Stoke have also not been having a good time either. So it's been allowing us to kind of stick to the same position we are. Same with West Ham. I think beating West Ham was quite big. If West Ham had beat us, they could have gone ahead of us, actually. So that could have been double trouble. Stoke and West Ham. We needed to beat both of them, really. But we got 1 out of 2. Barney gets the ball. What's he going to do? Oh, De Gea, though. Quick reactions there to get the ball over. And who's doing the corner? Kabaye. Kabaye has been really good this season, actually. He's been a good player. I've really liked seeing him at the club. Not sure how long he'll last at his age. Goodmanson. What can he do? Oh, he gets tackled there by Rodriguez. But not too bad a start. I'm not sure how long Kabaye can last in FM18. Because obviously he's an older player. But he seems to be quite good. So he still has quite a bit of his physical stats. And Man United, I think, have scored in the first shot. Are you kidding? Marcus Rashford. Of course. Of course. Yeah, first shot on target, and it's a goal. Of course. I seem to be having this quite a lot recently. I don't know why. The beginning of the matches, we don't seem to be doing so well. I've seen this quite a few times this season. I don't know what's going on with that. Just FM being FM, isn't it? Darmian throws the ball in. We did expect to lose this game, but still, I don't know. Them getting that goal so early on because we're playing defensive is annoying. We wanted to kind of hold firm for... Rashford. We wanted to hold firm at least for the first half an hour, but it's completely fallen apart. We're going to have to go counter. We have to get some shots in. Otherwise, there's no way we can actually get any points from this. It's going to be another loss against Man... I can't play Man United, it looks like. I can't beat Mourinho. Mourinho just has me... He has me clogged. Mourinho knows exactly how I play. And he knows how to beat me. Arthur gets the ball. But Rodriguez... I thought that was going to be rash for getting the ball there. I was going to say... Probably would have scored if that was Rashford. We had 1 shot. We had the first shot, you know. Give us that, you know. I guess that's okay. But, yeah, a frustrating end to the season, especially we miss out in the Europa League. But still a good season. I've said this before. I keep wanting to say it, because I said I'm trying to convince you guys, even though it's been disappointing in some ways, it's still been a great season for Swansea. This is Swansea, remember. I still can't believe how well we did that first season. That was ridiculous. And the fact we're going to continue that into the second season is just even better. But Pogba, it shows consistency. And as I say that, Miguel Borja scores. Is that Borja? 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 Because I know in like Spanish countries they usually say a H sound instead of a J sound. Like Jesus would be pronounced Jesus. So is his name Borja? Maybe? Is it a Spanish? Is he Spanish? Where is he from? Colombian. So it could be. It could be pronounced. I'm not sure if it's... Because I know the beginning of the name would be pronounced as like a H sound. But would it be if it's in the middle of the name? I'm not... I've never tested that. But I don't know. But they get a penalty... Where did the penalty come from? Wait a sec. I did not even see anything. What the hell happened there? What? 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 Are you kidding me, referee? We're losing 3-0. And you give a penalty for that? That's not a penalty. Nothing happened. Rashford, of course. Rashford going for his hat-trick. Good, great. Well, there we go. So apparently we're just here to give points to Man United. Even though they've already won the league, apparently they decided that, wow, this has been a demolition. I don't even know what to say. This is torture. I don't want to watch this anymore. Let's go for key highlights. I actually don't want to see any. I want to see as little as possible as this now, because I'm now just sad. This has been the worst game of our season. Yeah, it definitely has. Cabaye, well, I mean, I guess that's nice. I did compliment Cabaye before, because he has been doing a good job midfield. So it was coming up front and scoring a couple of goals this season. Happy this. I guess that makes things a little nicer, but I don't know. This hurts. This really hurts. Assertive. That was terrible. Why are you guys so poor? What the hell has happened? I know you guys are disappointed about Europe, but you're really making this stupid right now. You had a bad month, and we need to improve, not get worse. I mean, we got Wilshere. We got... Okay, I was going to say Bonnie's okay. He's good for, like, a lower league team. Sorry, wait. A lower position team. A lower Premier League team, you know. If in the bottom half of the table, Bonnie's not bad. Let's go with Sung Young. Okay. Cabaye's got injured. Just what I need. More injuries. That's, I should probably make some changes, actually. Look at 4 point. Bartley's going to come on for Mawson. I probably just change the whole defense, to be honest. It just makes sense. But Wilshere's got a yellow card as well. I feel like with my luck today that's just going to continue. We're going to bring on Hadara for Olsen. It's just not been good. The defense has just been terrible, so we just need to change that defense as much as possible. Should have probably changed that a little bit earlier, but I guess I was distracted by this 4-1 right here. See, you know, we've done well. We've improved the team, but it does show that our squad as a whole, when we get lots of injuries, the last month has shown that the whole squad maybe isn't good enough. Then again, we shouldn't be expecting to beat Man United anyway, I guess. So I guess maybe I'm complaining about nothing. But yeah, it does show that we can definitely still improve a lot more than what we've got. And now we're holding on. Apparently since half-time, we've been able to hold on. I don't know what happened in the first half. In fact, we've actually not done that badly this half. But that seems to be the end of the game. Maybe Man United felt bad and they're like, let's not try and score any more goals. We can't make this too bad. Look at that. Look at all the people. Look at all the fans dancing. Fuck you, fans. They're just all dancing at our disappointment and sadness. I'm far from pleased. That has hyped them up. But we've been talking very harshly to these guys the last month. This has been a terrible end to the season. You know, just a round off from that Cologne game. Cabaye's up just for 1 to 2 days. That's not too bad. And where does that put us? Stoke drew their game, it looks like. And that was their easy game against West Ham. So we have a game against Aston Villa next, and then he's got 2 tough games. So we just got the hope. Yeah, we got a hope that he loses both of those games, and we beat Aston Villa, who are currently sat in 20th position. Can they survive? Do they even have points? Wow, 18 points this season. Okay, they can't survive. We have to beat this team, and that could be our key. Wow, they've come back up to the Premier League, and it's been a disaster, really, hasn't it? Not been good at all. But guys, I hope you join me for the last game of the season against Liverpool. It's probably going to be an exciting game, because it's going to decide whether we get to go to Europe or not. And Chelsea did win their game. They got a game in hand. So if they win their game, they'll go up to 6th. So that will mean 7th. Yeah, it's basically, I just have to beat Stoke. That's it. So it's going to be exciting into the season, hopefully. Hope you'll be there. I'll be there. And of course, Swansea will be there. When's Dembele back? Will he be back in time? Okay, he should be back in time for that last game. So I will see you there. Dembele will see you there. Wilshere will see you there. Ayew will see you there. Sun Young, maybe he won't see you there. Maybe he'll have a day off or so. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see you then.